Welcome to the Alto-Shaam kitchen. Today we're going to go over our Combi oven and what the advantages it has and what makes it better than other Combi ovens on the market. So enjoy the food pictures, and too bad you're not here to enjoy the smells. All right, let's get cooking. So let's start the Taste of Alto-Shaam talking about the different cooking modes that a Combi oven can accomplish. And why it replaces multiple pieces of equipment in the kitchen. So the first mode we're going to talk about is steam. Steam we can break down into three different modes. You can go low temperature steam, regular steam, and what we call power steaming. So let's start with low temperature steam. What is low temperature steam? It's steam cooking below 212 degrees. Typical items that you want to do in low temperature steam would be some vegetables and proteins. An example would be like cooking frozen shrimp. Most typical kitchens don't cook shrimp from frozen because you're usually steaming or boiling the shrimp and the outside gets cooked before the inside's done. So with exact temperature cooking at a low temperature steam, we're actually cooking the product where it cannot overcook. What are the benefits? Well, in our Combi oven, the benefits would be cooking items from frozen will give you less shrink in the end, better quality product, and consistency because we're using programmability to get your product out. The Combi has multiple ways to tell you when a product is done. It has multiple alerts. So when a recipe is done, you'll actually see an on-screen alert. You'll see the illuminated door handle that's blinking, and you're also going to hear an audible sound. So those are three great ways to know then that your product is ready and you can remove it. Next thing we're going to talk about is regular steam. Regular steam is anything that a normal steamer can do, but you know what? A Combi can do it even better. Vegetables, starches, bagged items, for retherm, are all examples of things that you can cook at the 212 degree Fahrenheit temperature. So let's talk about typically, you're going to cook items like rice, broccoli at 212 degrees steam. And the great thing about the Combi when you're doing that, you can do it all together. It's all programmed. And we have this little thing called a water hose that's outside of the Combi door. And we use that when we're doing steaming to actually shock things like this broccoli coming out of the Combi oven. Another great thing about our Combi oven and using the steam function, and something that sets our Combis apart, is basically our steam on demand, reducing the amount of water used for cooking compared to traditional steamers or other Combi ovens. What does that mean? It just means that we only use water when we need it. We don't use water the whole time. The last area of steam we want to talk about is the power steaming. What does power steaming mean? Power steaming is steam above 212, so anything from 213 to 250 degrees. Why would we want to do something like that? Well, it gives you a drier vapor, so it allows items like root vegetables to be cooked and cooked a lot faster and not to come out water laden. Examples of this: when you cook a carrot at above 212 degrees steam, you get a better flavored carrot, and it's faster. Another example would be when you cook potatoes above 212 degrees steam, you get a drier potato that will take on more of your flavorings and won't be water laden and gummy. Let's talk about convection mode. And the ability for the Combi oven to remove humidity from the oven is important because certain items like our baked cookies and other items need less humidity than 100%. So what we're doing here is we're actually baking cookies and we're removing humidity as the cookies are baking to give us that crisp texture. Other items that we can do, any kind of breads or par-baked breads actually benefit from less humidity eventually, but we also have these things called app buttons down below. And one of these app buttons would be inject steam button. And how that works is when you hold it in, it actually injects steam just like a professional baking oven into your oven. Another option that you have using Alto-Shaam Combi ovens, and something that makes us unique, is we make both boiler and boilerless model combi ovens. The boilerless model is shown here, and it's the most popular one since it drives down the cost of ownership of the combi oven by thousands of dollars a year. Something else that makes Alto-Shaam Combi ovens unique is our auto-reversing fan. The fan automatically reverses throughout the cook for more evenness and browning. After convection mode, we get into the main reason that you need to buy a combi oven, and that's combination mode. Combination mode is where we use a combination of convection and steam. And why do we do that? It increases cook speed, increases yield of product, and it actually improves the browning of your product. An example of using combi mode that shows all of these would be a simple grilled cheese sandwich. And being able to cook a grilled cheese with 100% humidity in the chamber, you still get that crisping or air frying and browning even though we have 100% humidity. And that also gives us faster cooking, better quality, and more even browning. If we tried to do this in a typical convection oven, we'd end up making croutons. Now, we can cook multiple sheet pans of grilled cheese at a time and have a superior product that will actually hold longer in a holding cabinet for larger groups. Next, we can talk about combis and using combi mode to cook multiple items at the same time. So, at higher temperatures, we can truly roast products and air fry at the same time, products like roasted vegetables and items like tater tots. And we use our shelf timer mode to be able to cook all these items at the same time without a problem. Each timer will tell us when the item needs to be removed and continue cooking our items based off their own recipe and times. The tater tots in our combi air fry basket accessory come out really super crispy, and it's easy to maintain these products. Now, combi frying actually benefits items because they don't become dehydrated, and we use that humidity for more even brownness. This recipe already has the preheat built in, and the timers are set for each individual item on your menu. We get that roasted, charred look and taste that a traditional oven wouldn't give you. Evenness of browning and speed are impressive when talking about doing all these items at the same time and letting the oven manage the humidity. Another major advantage of the Alto-Shaam Combi is the removable probe. How many times have you gone into an oven and the probe is 350 to 400 degrees and you wonder, how do I put this into the product and cook it well? So what we did was take a pork tenderloin, we get to put the probe in outside the oven, and the benefits are going to be, hey, now our employees are safe, we're capturing all that HACCP recording, and we're going to get the exact consistent results every time to give us better product, better hold times, and better satisfactions from our customers. Ask any other oven company how to manage the hardwired probes when you preheat the oven to a high temperature. The probes are hot and they often skew the results of the product since the probe is already hot going in. Another thing that we can do in the Alto-Shaam Combi is grilled items. We have a grill grade accessory that allows us to give the true grilled flavor, but protect the product we're grilling because the heat's more even and consistent throughout the programming. The basic steps are put the grill grate in, you run the recipe, and the recipe actually preheats the grill grate, and then it allows us to have an action step to load the item like the chicken and continue cooking based off of either time or using our removable probe. After, we remove the whole grate and we can actually hold those items for service. Another benefit of using an Alto-Shaam Combi oven is our smoking ability. You can really smoke in a Combi oven and not have to worry about that flavor being transferred. Yes, you can with Alto-Shaam. So we use real wood chips. We have an integrated internal smoke box, and all the controls are manipulated through the recipe, so you can do different steps of cold smoking, hot smoking, cooking, all through the recipe. An example here is of us cooking these ribs in Combi mode, and we're reducing the time of these St. Louis style ribs to 1 hour and 15 minutes to get a great finished smoky product. Let's talk about some other features that the Alto-Shaam Combi gives us. One big thing would be grease collection. Grease collection is a huge advantage of the Alto-Shaam Combi because our system actively pumps the grease out during the cook cycle, and it pumps it into side containers that can be disposed of instead of going down your drain. What's the biggest thing that customers say that they love about Combi ovens? It's self-cleaning. Our oven is truly easy to clean. Either rinse it with our hose or start the self-cleaning cycle. Once the oven is finished, it turns itself off. It's as easy as that. And other safety features that are designed into the Alto-Shaam Combi oven, one would be the 3 panes of safety glass that keeps the heat in and keeps your employees safe. Another one would be Safe Vent. This is a program that at the end of a cook cycle, the Combi automatically expels the steam from the cavity so your employees don't get burnt when they open the door. Another benefit from an Alto-Shaam Combi oven would be our zero clearance. What does this mean? This means that an Alto-Shaam Combi oven can be placed right next to a fryer, a grill, any other heat source, and not have to worry about the warranty being void. This is a Alto-Shaam only, and zero clearance means zero clearance. Let Alto-Shaam reduce 80% of the issues associated with any Combi oven without the correct plumbing, draining, electrical, and making sure that your Combi actually fits through the door. So what we offer is this program because we saw the need and we filled it. What happens when your Combi doesn't fit in the door? Well, we tell you before you get to that point. I want to thank you for viewing our Taste of Alto-Shaam Combi introduction. A quick recap about what you've seen. Alto-Shaam Combis have unique features and advantages over other Combis on the market. Removable probe, a great smoking system, zero clearance, boilerless design, and the list goes on. We have the best service network. It's made in the USA. All the parts are stocked and shipped from the USA. And of course, I have to say we have the best culinary resources. So for more information, please reach out and contact us and schedule a one-on-one demo.